Muse is a guy that's probably going to play some baseball here as well. But athletic, big, strong, can run. Both have great instincts for the game. Van's dad's also a coach. Tanner plays 3 sports. I mean, just 2 really good athletes coming in to join us at the safety position. And then a kid I'm really excited about is Caleb Chalmers out of Greenwood. To me, one of the best young corners that I've seen in a while come through our camp. He was a tremendous competitor. You know, you watch film, you see all these things, but boy, when you can get a chance to have a guy in camp and you get a chance to coach him a little bit, it just really helps you with that evaluation even more. And to watch him up close, he is put together. He's physically, I think, blessed. I think going to be a great player. And then Chad Smith is a guy that, you know, I'm not sure a lot of people knew about, but we knew about him, and you know, Brent did a great job of recruiting him and evaluating him, and you know, this guy is what you're looking for. I mean, just got it all. Got size, toughness. You know, he's very athletic. He's very smart. He loves it, and I think we've all kind of learned he's got kind of a dynamic personality too. We all watched him out in Oregon at the opening, and it didn't surprise any of us as far as how he competed and how he stacked up athletically to some of the best in the country. So Chad Smith is another one of those guys, knew what he wanted to do, and I think will be an excellent leader in this class. As far as just you know, where they came from, we signed 4 from Florida, 3 from South Carolina, 3 from Georgia, 2 from North Carolina, and 1 from Virginia. And again, just a great day to be a Tiger, to know that you've got a bunch of young men like this that are you know, signing up to come be a part of your program, and also a great day because we get to get on the grass today and get to do what we love to do, and that's get back on the field with the players and you know, continue our journey that we started back in January. You know, we started getting ready in January, and then we moved into that transformation phase through the summer, and today we enter into what we call prime time with our program as far as the journey that we're on, and looking forward to it. With that, I'll take any questions you got.
I know you don't want to talk on recruiting too much. Just one more question. How far can you go with this class? How much further can you take the remove?
We're about done. We're about done. We you know, there's recruiting, as you know, is always changing process. I mean, you know, you never know. I mean, if you'd have told me last year going into the season that DeStefano was going to not be able to play anymore and Gift Timothy was not going to be able to play anymore, I would have never believed you. So things happen in football. I mean, you just don't know. Sometimes guys will leave. Sometimes guys get hurt. There's a lot of different factors, so it's hard to ever say, you know, this is it, because sometimes you just have to respond and react, but you also have to have a plan. And for us last year, for example, you know, we had a couple of juniors leave that I didn't think would leave. And so now all of a sudden they're gone. But you have to plan that everybody's going to be here. And so it's just a dynamic that you have to keep your finger on all the time. But as far as where we are right now without playing a game in 2014, we're about done. I mean, we've got 1 or 2 spots left, and you know, we're going to call it a day, and happy to do it. You know, I don't get buyer's remorse. You know, I mean, a lot of people sometimes you never want to stop because, you know, you always find this other player. The grass is always greener. And for me, you know, I love the guys that say, hey, this is what I want to do. We evaluate, we rank, and we say, okay, here's our guys that we're going to offer. Here's the guys that we're going to try to recruit. And you know, once we stay within that family and we get those guys, hey, we don't look back. And we're going to take 2 quarterbacks. We got 2 quarterbacks. There's a lot of great quarterbacks out there. But, hey, I'm committed to those guys just like they're committed to me. And loyalty is a 2-way street in that regard. So, you know, you fill your needs, and when you're done, and you move on. So anything can happen. But you know, we had a couple of years ago, we had, you know, we thought we were done in a couple areas, and we had a couple guys, you know, back out on us on the last minute. So that happens. So next thing you know, you got to respond that way. But it just never stops, changing.
I think everybody's kind of seen the videos of the coaches that have been put out there. Can you talk about, Dan, allotting the money to hire these guys to do this, and then kind of what your target audience is with these videos?
Well, that's just a part of our program. I mean, we're always, trying to get better, always trying to improve. You're always trying to recruit. Recruiting never stops, and sometimes I think part of what we do that doesn't always get noticed is we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. We've got a great staff, and some of those things are just good ideas that somebody on our staff comes up with, or somebody in our sports information staff comes up with, and you capture some of the personalities, and it's just it's fun. It just shows a different side of maybe a coach. Coach Brooks. We all see Coach Brooks, for example. He's a pretty stern looking guy, but you know what? He's got a great sense of humor, and so sometimes you use those things to just reflect a different side of a coach or your program or whatever. But it's been fun. We got a lot of time on our hands, I guess, in the summer. So.
Were you excited yesterday to see Deshaun and picked up about 20 pounds
into
the fall?
Yeah, he weighed in 204. I think he came in here at 183 or 4, I guess, was right where he was. And so 204, and not just him. In fact, I really complimented the guys last night. We had a lot of guys do a great job. And a few guys not do as good a job as I wanted them to. But for the most part, our guys, they look great. I mean, you take a guy like Stanton Seconder that weighs in 241 pounds, that's a commitment. I mean, that takes a commitment in not just eating, but he put on the right kind of weight. We really measure with our bod pods, how the body's changed, the composition of the body changes from your fat composition and your muscle mass, and how those things, and to see some of these guys did with their bodies this summer, it's incredible. To see a guy, lose this amount of fat, add this amount of muscle, is impressive. And Stanton's one of those guys. David Beasley was a guy that came in here, and he was 346, 348 in the spring, and just out of shape. And I think he weighed in at 322. And that's a commitment. You got to work to get your body where you need to be able to compete at the highest level.
You discussed what your major concerns would be coming into camp, and some of the things you'll be looking